What's up, y'all? You already know this your Rockstar Wicked Wedge. Marc Headley. Yo, you got these women saying all type of things about you. Dog, what you did to them, you would never do to me. I promise you that. Let's get into the videos.
Time where he
Let's get into
there
it.
was a truck that belonged to a pizza company that was near where he lived, and he noticed that they would put the income for the day inside their truck. So him and his friends broke into the truck and took about 50.
Yo, how you breaking in trucks? Yo, get out of here, yo. You wildin', Marc.
$1,500 of cash from the bag, and then
For
they
$1,500.
went and buried it somewhere because they didn't know what to do with the money. And
You should have
said
put
how
it
the
back.
company ended up going out of business. You notice that it just sort of disappeared after that. You know, push his weight around, and he did that with myself and with Caroline, who was also in that area. And he kind of just did it for pleasure. He didn't really have a reason for it. He just kind of felt like he wanted to bully on somebody, and he did. I came in one day, and there was pictures of my coworker all over the place. He had several copies of a personal photo of
Wow.
my coworker that Marc had made and put it like as a poster around our space. And he was sort of making fun of him that he once had hair and now he doesn't. So Marc would make fun.
Yo, that's corny. How you gonna make a poster out of someone to try to make fun of them because they don't have hair anymore? Yo, that's corny. That's real corny to do. That's whack. That's not even funny at all. Like, it's corny. You hopping in vans, taking $1,500, don't even know what to do with it, and trying to bury the money. Yo, you, oh my gosh. Wow.
Fun of people, and that's what he enjoyed. He got a kick out of doing that. He had a kick out of kind of coming up and harassing somebody or making fun of them in some way. One evening I was working.
I know you ain't making fun of
handling
people.
cassettes, which is what my job was at the time. And Marc Headley came in, and he, for the pleasure of it, just started picking on me and started antagonizing me with verbal,
Yo.
antagonistic kind of words, and just kind of bullying.
Oh
And
my gosh.
he then, I told him to get back to work. I'm trying to work.
Yo, Marc, mark my word, you will never and can never do that to me on everything.
I don't know what you're doing in here, but this is just, what are you doing? Just out of the blue, just coming in here. And he continued and continued to a point I got so upset, and I burst into tears, and I tried to shove him out of my way to get him away from me. And
Wow.
later, a few years later, he was talking about this incident with me, and he was saying how he was actually just doing it for fun. He had no reason. He just wanted to just do it for fun, and he just felt like it. And I just couldn't believe it. I said, you mean you just came in just because you wanted to just harass me, and just because you felt like it in the middle of a work day? Just come in and just harass another staff member because you felt like it. And that's what he said. He did this with other people. It wasn't just me. He did this with.
Not
I
me.
witnessed it with
Can't
other
do that to me.
I had a coworker who was a nice lady who was named Caroline. She approached Marc Headley to ask him a question, and his response to her was that he shoved her so hard she fell back about 3 to 4 feet. And she was a bit of an elderly lady. She wasn't young, and she was.
Yo, Marc, for real, you doing that to older women? Come do that to me. What's up? Yo, y'all corny for real, man. Got these women out here, man. Yo, stop playing. How Claire feel about that?
Not even approaching him in any sort of antagonistic fashion. He just felt like shoving her. And he shoved her to the point where she hit the wall. And she was so upset that she had to just leave the space. And he just thought it was funny and just left. And there was no reason for it.
Listen, y'all, first of all, that is not funny. And if someone is doing that to y'all, just either get away from them or let somebody know. Seriously, don't let no one do that to y'all at all. Let people know you not doing me like that. Mark, you know you can never do that to me. Stop playing.
She was not antagonizing him, and she is half his weight, and he is very strong. And he just, for no reason, just shoved her and walked away, and like if it was nothing, and he just thought it was kind of humorous. You just never know what he was gonna do and why. He would come through and just, for his enjoyment, really just harass you. Like there was one time I was working and he came through my area and he wanted to express some upset. So we got into a discussion and he came and grabbed me by the arms and shook me.
Man.
It was actually physically painful, and I had to leave the area because
Yo, if you doing that to her, can imagine what you doing to Claire. I know once Claire leave you, she gonna tell all her stories. I know Claire have a lot of stories on you. Y'all look forward to Claire's stories coming soon.
And I was in the hallway that was leading up to his office, and I happened to run into him at that point. So I started, having the conversation. He seemed to be having a reaction or a disagreement. I was trying to sort that out, and it wasn't sorting out. He started exploding, and then he just kept yelling.
He got issues.
And then I was trying to sort it out. I was not trying to.
You see, at least she's trying to sort it out. If any of y'all is going through a situation with somebody and they trying to sort it out and be the bigger person with them. If you're not being the bigger person with them, you corny too.
Upset him. Then I was up against the wall, and he happened to be like to the side, and instead of going around, he pushed me and then pulled my arm down, and basically throwing my body to the ground, and I fell over. I thought he was actually going to stop. That did not happen. He stormed away and kept going, and he didn't look back. It was not light. It wasn't just a push. It was like it was force. Since that incident with Mark Headley, I've had this part of my shoulder right here. It gets very painful,
Wow.
at times when I do certain things. The reason why I attribute it to that is because it wasn't before that. It was only after that I noticed that started happening. And
anti-Scientology narrative as partially authored by Lawrence Wright, continuously published by Tony Ortega, endlessly repeated
Tony
by
Ortega
Ringer and the other.
Tony Ortega.
Outlets on the troll farms, is that dang, we had Scientology, the FBI was right on them, and they got saved by this thorny constitution as interpreted by limp-wristed liberal justices of the Ninth Circuit. Okay, that's literally an invented narrative on several levels. The first level is this, and if you read the opinion,
Wow.
You don't need the Constitution. You don't even need the constitutional analysis. First of all, the Ninth Circuit's statement of constitutional protections afforded religion is absolutely accurate, and it's that it was applied to Scientology is absolutely nothing new. It had been consistently applied for decades. Okay, so there's no news there. But if you read the opinion, they didn't even need the Constitution. They found on a factual basis, if you literally broke down the facts, they wouldn't even need constitutional protection because the facts didn't support the accusations of the civil wrongs that they alleged. Okay. Now, we know that the FBI investigation was was prompted by the Headleys.
The Headleys.
Really, that was the core.
They corny.
What's up, y'all? You already know this your Rockstar Wicked Rich. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and follow my channel. Want to support my channel? The link and all of the information is in the bio, alright?